Hi guys, today I'm going to be transplanting tomatoes. I'm going to be taking them from my cells that I've planted them in. So there's 6 in each of these cells. And I'm going to be putting them into a larger container about quart size. So it's pretty simple. I'm using the same potting soil that I used before in our blog post. Only I've added something called Grow. It's an organic fertilizer. I've made a 5-gallon pail of potting mix. Actually, I've made a lot more than that, but I've put it into a 5-gallon pail. And inside that 5-gallon pail, I've added 2 pints of the Grow organic fertilizer to be able to give some of these plants more nutrients. So let me show you how to take these out of their cells and put them into a container. Not too hard, but there is a little bit of something to it. Okay, so you want to be careful when you're pulling these out of the cells. Just pinch like this on the edge and let it come up gently. Let it come into your hand. Don't pull on the plant. You could damage it. Do you see all those roots right there? So I'm going to hold on to this carefully while I'm putting together the bucket. This is pretty messy, so I'd find somewhere where you can make a mess and clean it up fairly easily. I'm down in my shop, so it's pretty easy to clean down here. Not too worried about that. Alright, make sure the soil is nice and fluffy. If you got pieces that are in there that are hard, break them up. Okay, so I'm going to put this into the container and I'm going to just gently break up those root systems. Not too much, just so that it's not compacted. Sometimes when you pull them out of the 6-packs, you'll see roots all the way around, all wrapped together, and they're super hard and bound. You don't want that when you're transplanting. So just gently break it apart. This one wasn't too bad, so it wasn't a very good example for you, but I can tell you what to look for. So when you get it in there, press down on the sides and then put some more soil in. You're going to want to stop after you've done a few of these and water them. You don't want these to dry out after they've gotten transplanted. So after I finish the 6-pack, I will water them immediately. And then I'll go on and I'll do the rest of them. I have about 100 plants to do today. I won't take you through each and every one of them. You can see that this first tray that I transplanted, the plants in it are drooping pretty bad. Plants get shocked a little bit when you transfer them to a new container. I've watered them, but I'm going to let them sit there for a little while they kind of bounce back. And then I'll water them again. You want to make sure the water really gets into the soil when you're transplanting. It's almost better to put more water on the transplants than normal. Hi, Snowflake. What do you think? So, don't worry about your plants unless they don't bounce back in a couple days. This is normal. They should look a little bit like that at first. Like I said, just make sure they get plenty of water and the soil is very moist. If you guys haven't started your seeds yet, there's still time to start seeds, especially if you live in a warmer climate and have a longer growing season. I've started my seeds fairly early because in Vermont we have a short growing season. I won't be able to put these, if I want to put them outside, I can put them outside in the beginning of June. If I want to put them in the greenhouse, I can put them outside sometime in May. So this is our first year having our greenhouse. So it's going to give us an opportunity to extend our season so that it's more like those on the West Coast. It'll be an experiment. You guys can follow along and see how it goes. And we'll tell you about what we learn. So that if you want to do the same thing or if you want to do something similar, you can too. Hey, if any of you actually have greenhouses or anything like that and have some tips you can share with us, please post them on our page. We would really love to know what all of you guys are doing, and I'd really love to learn from you too. Now, I was telling you guys earlier that sometimes when you pull them out of the trays, you have root systems that are wrapped all around the cell. That's what I'm talking about when I tell you to break them up. Just gently do it like this. Don't pull them apart that hard. You just don't want the roots to stay like that. You want them to go into the new soil you're putting them in, spread out. You want that plant to be real healthy. So just kind of break them up like that. See what I mean?